start trying to get them to do sun salutes. Be really bad students for the minute who've been breastfeeding all night. They're going to do this. Their heads will be up here. They'll come up, and because they want to be really working hard, they'll keep their legs straight because that's where they feel the stretch. But actually the damage, where's that going to go? In their neck and their lower back. They'll get zero benefit out of it. So what do? We've done this before, but it was last time, so that was November, so you've probably forgotten by now. You bend the knees. This is described in your manual in quite some detail. You hold your elbows with loving, sensual attention to the fact that they are a secondary sexual characteristic and men don't have feminine elbows. Can you feel consciousness of your feminine elbow? Oh, they're lovely things, yeah? Breathe in, let your elbows raise to the sky. Beautiful. Keep the knees bent, and as you come forward, you can just go into a little sort of half chair kind of pose, half forward bend, and then you can come back up again. And it's okay to do this because what have you got going? You've got your feet connected, you've got your pelvic floor lifted, you've got your belly sucked in, and everything is really strong because you've lifted your feminine elbows. You can change the cross. Love your elbows. I've had a number of interesting elbow experiences in my life, so including nearly breaking them both a couple of times, so I'm a bit fiddly about elbows. That's what we see an Alexandra technique teacher who spent most of the time talking about how sexy he thought women's elbows were, which was quite an amazing experience. I even went to buy a football off the guy, but anyway, I learned a lot about how attractive elbows can be. So anyway, when you come down, yeah, you can come forward, you could have the babies there, and you can put in, instead of the usual kind of lunge, do you remember the lunge we did? It was a very simple lunge. You can just put 1 foot forward, and then you can hold your elbows again, and you can get this. You can put more side bends in, so you're replacing the usual lunge with a much more secure lunge in terms of the pelvic floor. You can get forward in. Instead of doing down dog, you could do cat, but you can also do cat and dog. So breath in, move into the dog as you get exhale cat, so you've got transverse abdominis engaged and the pelvic floor lifted and your knees bent as you go up this way. You can move from cat to dog, bad class management because I can't see you doing it. And you can do that a couple of times. And then instead of up dog or chaturanga, what you do, or even instead of bhujangasana, you go from the dog, knees down. You can go a little bit scooping through, like through the scooping cat, and you can come to Sphinx. And that works very well, because what can you do in Sphinx that you can't do in up dog so well unless you're super strong? That, shoulders down and back. And I find that's a really helpful thing to do. Later, you can put them into a bit more of a bhujangasana, but it's not straight on bhujangasana, it's bent on bhujangasana, and your feminine elbows tucked neatly into your side. It had a big impact on me. Sexy elbows, man, anyway. And then you come down, the chest moves forward, which is very nice. And you feel the thoracic spine moving. It's a way to get thoracic spine moving, and from there, you can go back to cat. Take a round of cat. You can step forward, you can come into that nice lunge, you can hold your elbows. You can get sideways, and then you can come forwards, and then step into a very bent kneed forward bend to keep the belly along the thighs. Reach your hands out, catch your elbows the other way, make sure your head is in the box. So the elbows are higher than the head. Beautiful. That's really lovely. You come up that way. If you want to add in something for the sort of challenge ladies months along the line, you add in a kind of Utkatasana but with a twist. Do you ever teach the twisting chair? It's a nice thing to do. And that usually works better with the knees together. So you come down in Namaste, once they've got their chest open, and you come into quite a deep bend, you're going to take your right elbow across on an exhale, and you get a nice twisting chair, and you stack the elbows up on top of each each other that way. How nice. Breathing in and out, feeling a twist and a forward bend and an open heart. And then when you come around, you scoot forwards, up, and then down to the other side. Slacking her down. Hello. And then forward and up. And I find the inclusion. Should we do the other side?